We're back on iRacing for week number 5 of the Radical Esports Cup, and this week we're racing at the Circuit Giles Villeneuve. I'm hoping that the Radical will suit this track a little bit better than the GT3 did last season, as we really struggled to drive the GT3 around here, and at the time I did allude to it being more suited to Formula style cars. I consider the Radical quite similar to a Formula car, so hopefully it'll be able to go around here quite well. Anyway, let's jump in and see if that theory holds up. Alright guys, here we are on the grid at Circuit Giles Villeneuve, Montreal, Canada, for week number 5 of the Radical Esports Cup. Qualifying was a bit disappointing. I bottled my laps really, and then just had to kind of use my banker for my first, which wasn't particularly fast. So I can actually go a good 2 seconds or more quicker than what I set. More than 2 seconds actually than my qualifying time. What I was doing in practice. 32 dead was my fastest time in practice. 34 2 I think was my qualifying time. So yeah, when I looked at the actual qualifying times, sort of around 6th, 7th position on the qualifying times. So 17 lap race, and I'm expecting it to be quite a bit of carnage, being Montreal. The walls are very close. There's definitely a lot of scope for incidents, so we'll keep that in mind. Hopefully we can just do our thing, keep our head down, keep it clean, and yeah, have a good race really. That's the aim. Making positions, of course. Make up positions, but obviously not do anything overly aggressive. Just waiting on one more to grid, though we will be about to get underway. All right, here we go.
Okay, standing start. Be ready, we're about to go green. Green, let's go, let's go.
Whoa, that's so much wheel spin.
Right side, clear right. Right side. Hold your line, clear right, on your right. Clear right, clear all round, on your right.
What? Why did you cut in?
Clear right, clear all round.
Nice one, Nick. Good start. The guy in front is Kyle, car number 19, and their rating is 0.8.
Well, that was carnage.
Oh.
Yellow flag, watch out.
On your right,
Incident in turn 9. Looks like it's Cox.
clear right.
The guy in front is Meadows, car number 11. B license.
Obviously we've got some damage here. I don't know how that's going to affect us. Yeah, a bit scrappy there. I mean, I got on the brakes to try and avoid. But I did a naughty thing though, really. I drove around in front of somebody on the right, so yeah, that was a little bit naughty on my part. But
Mate, that was entirely your fault.
The gap to Meadows ahead is increasing. It's now 2.3 seconds. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. 7th position.
not quite worked out yet, like how badly the car is damaged. Definitely feel it's affecting on turning, but I don't know if the tyres are quite up to temperature yet, so it might just be a bit of that.
Clear right.
Lit the tyres up on the curb.
All right, Nick. The next car is Santos, car number 16, C license, and their rating is 1.2. The leader has just done a 130.9.
It's going to be tough now. P12.
P12. That last lap was a 148.4.
Still suffering with like lockups as I was last week. Get that curb a wide berth this time.
That's a new fastest lap for Christopherson, 130.8.
I'm just got to get head down now, I think, and just try and run our own race.
There's an incident in Wall of Champions. It looks like it's caving. Yellow flag.
I think they got going again.
There's an incident in Senna. We think it might be Kyle.
A little wall touch from the car in front. Even with a damaged car, I went faster on the previous lap than I did in qualifying.
That's a new fastest lap for Jacob, 130.6. The gap to Santos in front is now 1.5 seconds.
Still opportunities, a big group of cars in front. Up to P11.
Okay, Nick, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. P11. Your lap time was at 134.2.
Trying to take as much curb as that on the first corner next time around. The car didn't like it.
Lloyd, car number 7, is leading the race.
It's very nervous round there. Didn't want to take the off
Gap
track.
to 10th position. Ahead is now 1.2 seconds.
Oh, I thought it was coming across. Alright, top 10.
P10. There's an incident in Senna. It looks like Santos. Yellow flag. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Nick. You have 7 incident points. The driver in front of us is Daniel, car number 13, B license.
I'd already lost the car, I think, before the guy in front of me did, so I can't really say. I was avoiding, and that's why I was slow. I had a bad corner myself.
The car in front is 1 lap behind.
We seemingly like kind of both just hit a patch on the track where there was no grip and both did exactly the same thing.
One is now in the lead.
Very strange incident indeed.
Incident in the hairpin. We think it might be Santos. The gap to P10 behind is now 0.3.
Right side. Clear right. Right side. Clear
What I
right.
thought you'd do. Oof. Just managed to avoid.
P9.
It's kind of high. Looks like he's willing to take some risks, so need to be wary of that. I'm just going to let him have it. There's no point in really defending. He's not having the outside line though.
Car right. Clear right.
Come on, Nick. Keep pushing. We might get him back. 10th position.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Very fair through that section.
The next car is
Left
car
plenty
number
of space.
17, C license, and their rating is 1.1.
Yeah, I just couldn't get that slowed down. Wasn't confident till I get more on the brakes.
The gap
So
to
let
car
off the
number
brakes and
17 ahead is increasing. It's now 1.5 seconds.
not sure where that instant was that the in-game botter called out, but yeah, damage just feels like it's really hurting me. Seconds slower than what I did in practice. Just don't feel like I've got much confidence in the car with the bent steering. Struggling to get it rotated as well in places.
point is now 1.8.
I think I'm over slowing for corners as well to compensate. I was going to hit the wall there. Scruffy, so scruffy. It's really struggling.
All right, Nick, halfway home. Fuel looks good. Gap to car number 17. Ahead is now 2.7 seconds.
Really dropped off the back.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. You've just done a 1:33.7. That's your fastest lap.
I'm finding the 33s. Nathaniel's getting, sorry, I don't know if it's Nathaniel, but the guy in front is getting very scrappy. Which wasn't close enough there to capitalise. He actually, I think, he lost it on the exit of turns 1 and 2. Hence why the gap's down to 1.2 and the back marker's got in front of him again. But it's going to have gaps here.
Car number 17 in. The gap is now 1.4 seconds. That lap time was 1:33.3. Okay, Nick, lap time's pretty consistent.
P9. And to 33.3s.
E9.
Right side.
Thank you.
Clear right.
The gap ahead is now 1.5 seconds. That last lap was a 1:33.4.
Right, front starting to struggle. I am here though now to pick up the pieces if we can stay with him.
That's your quickest lap in this session. There's an incident in turn 7. It looks like Alan.
Not being able to stick with him.
To P8. Ahead is now 1.1.
Getting a bad exit from the chicane. Not really. I think I'm braking a little bit too early. Not really getting an optimal line through there. Unfortunately, the guy that had an instant Alan is a back marker, so we won't be able to benefit from that. We've got 3 laps to go.
Your lap time was 1:33.4.
Terrible corners.
Car left. Clear left.
Well done, Nick. Nice move, mate. The next car is 3 laps behind. Track limits, watch those lines.
Car right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Right side. Still there. Clear right.
We get the advantage and then we completely blow it.
On your right. Clear right.
No! No, 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 no. Oh, man. I was concentrating on trying to get a switch
2
back
laps
on in
left.
there and just lit the tyres up.
The guy in front is a lap behind. There's an incident in turn 6.
Looking at the map, there's not really many clusters of
Santos
cars.
closing in. The gap is now 4.5 seconds.
Just need to bring it home now.
Incident in Senna. Looks like it's
Good racing,
Brown.
Daniel.
Oh,
Last lap.
that was a sarcastic. And we're going to get a freebie there. Well, what we're going to say about this one, I mean, definitely in this sort of car, I'm a lot more competitive here than I was with the GT3. I know I reference it a lot, but my experience with Formula 1 cars,
P8. Okay, that's the end. Good finish, mate. Well done.
around here probably comes into good like experience. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. GT3 cars, we were absolutely nowhere. Just really frustrated, like we got the damage. We'll go and take a look at that lap 1 incident in a moment. But we did start to find a little bit of pace, even with a damaged car. But then
That's the end of the session.
pushing too hard, battling with the other guy, trying to get a switch back, and yeah, completely lost the chance of potentially getting a P7. But I said at the beginning of the race, when we was gridding up, like I bottomed my qualifying lap, but I felt like I was around 6th, 7th, 8th. So 8th position is an okay finish. You know, gained 6 positions. Potentially could have been a lot more, but hey, that's racing. You get caught up in these things happen, and there's not really a lot you can do. But anyway, let's go and take a look at the incident. All right, we'll take a look aboard with myself first. I got an absolutely terrible start. I've always said that I've been pretty good at launching this car, but I just got so much wheel spin this time around. As you can see, just, yeah, it took me really a long while to get a lot of traction. Probably caught the car out behind, although he probably lit the tyres up as well. But down into turn 1. Into turn 2. Everything's clean at the minute. And it's the exit of turn 2. The 2 cars in front just get involved. So yeah, this is what happens. I could have done better, slow down. And there's more cars, and I apologise to that guy. It's actually the guy I was battling. I didn't apologise to him, but I apologised in commentary to say, you know what, that's on me, because I made an absolutely terrible kind of manoeuvre there. If we go back here, like he's coming through, and I just sort of pull across to there to avoid in front. So yeah, that could have been a lot worse than it actually was. So sorry to the guy behind for that manoeuvre, on the off chance you're ever watching this. But let's see if we can find out like what actually caused the incident. Let's try and go on board with them. Let's see what actually happened to cause it all. So they go in sort of 3 wide round on the exit of turn 2 here. And so the car number 12 here, he's pinched behind the green car here. So I dare say what's going to happen is the blue car is going to go across slowly. Yeah, no, there you go, look. He's coming across. I mean, spot of course should be saying there's a car on the right. Clearly not aware that he's that close. Tags that car. He then tags the green car, which causes that incident. If we move back a couple of cars more, you then have this car. He gets tagged by the number 12. This is what I thought was a secondary incident up above, but I actually think up above in front, sorry. But I actually think this is just all the same incident. It's just that people are continuing to roll on. So yeah, he's trying to avoid, but that car, he probably got away with it for the majority. So yeah, quite lucky there. And then obviously here comes us and Doug in front. Doug actually managed to get through this unscathed, which was good for Doug. And then yeah, the car behind us. So did I avoid this car here? No. So I hit this car here. That car hits me there. So got damage on 2 sides. Managed to keep the car reasonably straight. Another little scrape there for good measure. And then, like I say, we're then trying to avoid this secondary incident that's still going on here, and we cut across here. So yeah. Anyway, that was the incident. These things happen. Let's go and take a look at the results. This was the one and only split, and the strength of field was 1,780. We were car number 10, started 14th, and came home in P8. Our fastest lap of the race was a 1 minute 33.221. Fastest lap of the race by Jacob was a 1 minute 30.554. So that's 2.7 seconds slower than the fastest lap. We had 10 incident points and take 69 championship points. Unsurprisingly, our safety rating reduces by 0.24, takes us to 2.39. We gained 31 iRating, taking us to 1,647. There we go, guys. That was the race, and yeah, pretty disappointing. I feel like I'm saying that quite a lot just recently. Pace was nowhere near what we'd be able to do in practice. Obviously, we took the damage, which kind of hindered us massively, but we was only kind of like low to mid 33s in this one. We were setting 32 zeros in practice. So yeah, miles off the pace. Whether or not I could have done more at the beginning to avoid the incident, possibly, I don't know. But like I said, I held my hands up at the time. I said it was pretty dangerous from me, like when I was avoiding accident, like going around the right. I didn't really pay much attention to what was coming behind me, and I could have been involved in a serious accident with that other car. So yeah, that was kind of my apologies there for that bit of a rash move. Thankfully, there was no contact, no harm done, and we were both able to carry on and get racing. Anyway, hopefully next week we'll be able to have a bit of a better result and get dialed in, and you know, it's still a top 10 finish. Not the worst case scenario in this one, but yeah, really feel like I should be doing better. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving it a like. And if you want to see more racing content from me, make sure to subscribe, because there'll be plenty more coming real soon. If you want to get involved with the action on iRacing, head down to the description where you'll find a link, and hopefully I'll see you on track real soon. But all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.